hand cut joinery or pocket screws?
I would love to use more hand cut joinery, but as anybody who's watched me use a chisel knows, I'm a brute forcer. But I also don't use pocket holes that often. I prefer dowels.
There you go.
So then with what you just said, when you're using a chisel, the name Elegant doesn't apply?
No, I'm beating that thing into submission. That's
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we have Dan, the creator behind Elegant Woodcraft Creations. Dan shares his passion for woodworking through practical builds, shop projects, and a relaxed live stream atmosphere from his workshop on YouTube. His channel focuses on proving that you don't need a huge shop or expensive tools to create beautiful, functional pieces. Through step-by-step projects and honest conversations, Dan inspires hobbyists and beginners to pick up their tools, learn new skills, and enjoy the craft of woodworking. Let's hear from Dan from Elegant Woodcraft Creations. What first got you into woodworking?
The old TV shows and magazines. Things like This Old House and New Yankee Workshop.
Nice. The classics.
Yeah. I actually attribute my desire to make things a lot to New Yankee Workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So John is realizing, everybody's realizing that I got a new microphone. Yes, last week I got a new microphone. So hopefully I sound better. Hopefully. So Dan,
yeah.
How did Elegant Woodcraft Creations get started? When did you decide that you wanted to do a type of woodworking business? And how did you come to the conclusion that YouTube was someplace you wanted to go?
Okay, so those are two different answers. The Elegant Woodcraft Creations started initially Elegant Woodcraft with a partner who decided it wasn't for him anymore. And I was at the point where I was making so much and selling so much that I went, you know what? I could do this for a living. I could try to build an actual business out of this. And then him and we got together and had a few drinks, and next thing you know, the business was born. And then when he decided it wasn't really for him, he still does woodworking. He just wasn't. He was more interested in the hobby side, which I totally understand. And then I transitioned to adding creations onto it and kind of rebranded it and started over. The YouTube thing that was, well, YouTubers, some of the people in the chat, a couple of other people like oh goodness, I'm blanking on his name. Crappy Man Jigs.
Crappy Man Jigs. Okay.
People in his chat, they all encouraged me to just do it. Just turn on a camera and start a channel. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. It's a little bit different though when you turn the camera on and you start making something. We talked about this last night. And we won't get into the language that we shared, but you're definitely more conscious of what you're saying or thinking for the most part when the camera's on compared to when the camera's off. There's a whole different English language that happens when the camera's off. Do you agree?
not only language, but safety factors that probably should be observed are not observed at all. I'll do a lot more sketchy things with that camera off than I will with it on.
So Rusty brought this up last week that he's much safer when the camera's on. And I think we all are. I think when the camera's on, we step up our safety game a little bit. But when we're just alone in the shop, music blaring, I don't want to say we throw caution to the wind, but we might take a chance.
Yeah,
here
well,
and there.
For me, it's the simple fact that I just don't want to hear people bitching about it. Oh, you should have done this. Oh, you should be doing that. Where is this? Where is that? Shut up. But whatever, I'll just do it, so I ain't got to hear the bull crap.
So it's funny
about the mask.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that you say that, Rusty, because in like my first 3 or 4 videos, if you go all the way back to the beginning, you can actually see people commenting, "Holy crap, your table saw doesn't have a brake. How long does it take to stop turning? 20 minutes?" Well, yeah, it's 30 years old. It doesn't just stop right away. And it's just, they constantly went at me. And I was just like, you know what? Keep coming, because the more you chat, the better my algorithm is. And I'm going to chat back. So I'll handle it. Let's go. You want to argue? Let's argue. Cool.
So
go ahead.
I at one point early on in the YouTube videos, I told my audience that at that point, I think there had to be at least 50 people there, or subscribers, but there weren't that many in the live streams. And I told them, I was like, listen, I need you guys to ride me about wearing a mask and, trying to be safer. And I did not appreciate how much that they would listen to me.
Oh, you know what?
I hate wearing that mask.
I've learned, if you don't want constructive criticism, don't ask, because people that's not even subscribed to you will be happy to give you their criticism. But I mean, in reality, it's a good thing, because by asking them, you're in a sense keeping them accountable to yourself, because if they're going to point things out to you, then maybe they'll think about it on their own. But yeah, if you ask chat to give you,
and in the grand scheme of things, I mean, like I don't know what everybody does with their channels, but I have this idea that I can try to teach people how to do stuff. I feel like this is a much more approachable size shop and equipment than, some of the really big shops out there. So I kind of get into that, where I want to teach people how to do this. I got kids that come in and stuff, and it really, I mean, if you're not being safe, I guess you're not teaching properly. I get it. I still don't like to be told what to do.
Yeah. And so I don't mean to interrupt you, but I've got to imagine that Papa's Woodworking is one of your subscribers. And coming to that point where you said that you don't like, getting that information, he goes, well, he just doesn't listen to us anyways.
I really don't.
So, I mean,
him or Chaos. The Chaos twins, they're in the chat here, and they'll ride me on and off the screen. And I just don't listen. It must be a flaw somewhere.
Hey, I want to take a second to thank you for listening. If you like this content and want to see the full live stream, head over to YouTube. Link for the stream will be in the description. And while you're there, subscribe to Delan's Handmade Woodworking, Elegant Woodcraft Creations, and Professor Rusty's Workshop. All links are listed in the description. Thank you for listening. Now let's get back to the show. So I forgot to ask you last night. Are you married?
No. Well,
Okay.
technically, I guess I'm in the midst of a divorce. It's a
Okay.
whole thing.
So then you don't listen to your wife either.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. So it's not just a woodworking thing, and we might be the same. I mean, it might, it's a guy thing. It's a guy thing.
Right.
All right. Rusty, do you got a question you want to ask him?
Whoa. What? Not listening to your wife? I listen to mine all the time.
You do not.
I listen all the time. And
when she's back there with that stick.
Yeah, look, being a trophy husband, that's what I have to do. I have to listen, and I'm gonna gag.
So Rusty,
Anyway, yeah.
6th place is not a trophy. That's a consolation prize.
It is it's still something.
Oh Lordy.
Right. Anyway. So what other things? Do you do any? I mean, are you just in the wood shop all the time, or do you like to go fishing? Are you a fisherman? Are you a hunter? Do you build ships in a bottle? Do you like, long walks on the beach? I mean, what other things besides woodworking pique your interest?
So I'm an avid hunter and an avid fisherman, although admittedly I don't get to go out fishing as much as I used to. I like playing with computers. And I like just hanging out, just sitting on my back porch with a fire or sitting out at the fire pit, hanging out, enjoying the night.
There's something
about fire.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's something about a fire that just completely takes everything away for that hour or 2 hours that you're staring into that fire pit. Yeah. And the blaze is raising and lowering, and that you just forget everything.
Yeah, I am a fire bug. Like when that fire's going, I know for other people just sitting and watching it is a thing, but for me, I have to be messing with it. I have to be, moving it, controlling it, adding it, finding different stuff, delay on it in a certain way. I'm on it the whole time. That's what I do. When we go camping, we show up one of these parks and it's got a crappy fire pit. I rebuild the freaking fire pit. It's that I just, yeah.
So when are you coming up here towards Erie way, Rusty? I got a fire pit I need to redo. Right.
Hey, I can do it. Whoa, you're up Erie?
Mm-hmm.
My wife grew up in Greenville, if you know where that's at. Greenville, PA. Not too far from Erie.
Chaos, you'd have to help me out, but I think that it's within 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, she's got family up there, and she grew up there. That's where all our ladders come from, Warner Ladder Company is that's where they're based.
Oh yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can I need to get a couple of ladders. I wonder if I can go right to the plant and get them for cheaper.
Yep.
I'll take their defective ones.
So what keeps you motivated? Day in, day out, constantly making stuff, doing videos. What keeps you motivated and interested in building and doing YouTube videos, YouTube lives?
So, like everybody, or I suspect everybody, I do run into periods where I'm like, I don't want to. I just don't want to. But I try to be a man of my word. And if I have an order from someone, I've got to do that. I can't just sit on the couch. I've got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And now I had here a little bit ago, I had 3 live streams a week, and I felt obligated to do those live streams. So it didn't matter if I wanted to be in the shop or not. I had to be in the shop to do the streams, to make the product, And then once I'm out here, it's like a switch flips.
Mhm.
Like I can be in the house and I can be like, I don't even want to go out to the shop right now. Like there's other things I could do, or I could take a day off. And then I'll come out here and I'll be like, all right, this needs done, that needs done. I got to do this. This needs done. And then it's just off to the races. And that whole kind of desire to not be here, just to do whatever else, kind of goes away. At that point. For me.
No, I can see what you're saying, because for me, there's times where I don't want to do the videos, I don't want to build, but then you come out here, you start cleaning up, then you think about this project you could do, this project you start, and the next thing you know, 5 hours later, you're knee deep into a project that you didn't even want to do, but you're so happy that you did it. So I completely understand that.
I really enjoy the taking a piece of raw wood and turning it into something.
Mhm.
So if I can see a bit of progress in that direction, that'll generally be a good mood flipper for me. Take me from, I don't want to say like a depressed mood, but I mean, if you're not wanting to do something, I guess it's kind of similar.
Mhm.
But then you'll see, like, I'll see the progress towards the end result, and I'll be like, I did that. All right, maybe it wasn't so bad.
Nice. Awesome.
And
so
like
Rusty,
Amy Jo says, the hanging out in the live stream is like hanging out with friends and family. I 100% agree. That's one of my favorite parts of the live stream, is the extended BSing time that seems to get longer every time.
Yeah, and you get so, like, I mean, for this live stream, there's Thursdays I just can't do it, but for the most part, I so look forward to the live stream on Thursday, because for one, I love talking to the guests. I get to hang out with Rusty for a little bit and chat. Chat is always just going and going. And as you noticed, 15, 20 minutes before the show's even started, people's in there chatting and friends are hanging out, and it's an awesome feeling. I love that, and I don't want to give that up. The Thursdays that I can't do it, I am so bummed that I can't do it live that it bothers me.
Yeah.
I missed last Sunday's live stream, which was to start shaping more of this rocking chair, because we had windstorms and power kept flicking on and off until it finally quit. Turned off for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
At first I was okay. I was like, meh, it's just a live stream. It's nothing important. But I did notice that I was a little bummed out that I missed the live stream there towards the end. I even went to bed early. I mean, I couldn't do anything. My phone died. So.
And like Baron, the boss lady says, he says, we are awesome, Delan, all of us. And he's right. Mm-hmm. Every single one in chat, every single channel, every single person is awesome. And Rusty, you were going to say something. What were you going to?
Well, I was going to say, Dan is not very far away from 2,000 subscribers, y'all. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. And you know what? I wasn't subscribed, but I'm doing it right now.
So yes,
there we are. Boom.
I can. Give me 1 second. I can show you a picture of the rocking chair I'm building.
All right, look at that.
This is. I was trying to comment about. I lost the comment because chat moves so quick. Kevin, Suzanne started that. Yeah, I agree. So I bought this plan off of Wood magazine.
Yeah.
And I really liked. Oops, over here. I really liked how the chair looked.
Mm-hmm.
And, I didn't realize it was a print plan, so I delayed the rocking chair build until this came. So that's what we're building. But it's instead of being entirely white oak, these are curly maple. The slats down here on the seat are curly maple laminated with white oak. Same with all the uprights.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what we're building.
Nice.
I got one official live stream in of getting stuff cut down. I think it'll be a pretty quick build, honestly.
Nice. I'm excited to see it. So yeah, like Rusty said, if you haven't subscribed, please go to his channel and subscribe. Hit a like button, leave a comment, and let's get him over 2,000. That way YouTube doesn't do what YouTube does, and as soon as you hit 2003, you lose 6 subs. So make sure
Yeah.
make sure you leave a comment.
I don't know if this is the place to say it, but like I was telling you earlier, when I do hit 2,000, I'm gonna do a gift card giveaway. YouTube's very strict on how you've got to do it, so I have to follow their rules so I don't violate it. But
Wait, they have rules?
Unfortunately,
I've done giveaways before, and I never really worried about rules.
It's different if you're giving away an object versus if you're giving away like a gift card. You have to make a post, you've got to put it in like a video description, something plain and obvious that they don't sponsor it, blah blah blah.
I never knew that. I've given away Home Depot cards, and I've never. Oops, my bad.
Well, see, now I'm thinking that I could just do it without. No, see, I've got terrible luck. I'd get caught. They'd be like, "Nope, you're gone. We're done with your channel now. Just bye."
Well, are you doing it? Like, do you go through YouTube Studio to do all your stuff?
I usually do all my streaming through my phone. And then recently I started doing with the laptop and this camera here. But
because I wonder if YouTube, if you're going live through YouTube Studio or doing it that way, maybe that makes a difference. Because there's been all kinds of gift cards and stuff given away that I don't know. I don't know what the difference is or what the rules are, but.
And on our other channel, when we had our other channel, I'm not going to say this out loud. Well, I'm going to. We gave quite a bit of alcohol away, and never really got bothered.
Yeah, there's people giving it away every day.
Yeah, bottles, samples, everything. So be careful. But
they're I think maybe what happens is they have to put it in the rules so that nobody goes, hey, or gives the idea that YouTube is sponsoring it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then if they do want to hit you with a violation, they can go, but it's over here on the rules. You could have read that.
Yeah. Right. I didn't know this, but I was watching some videos. And did you know that in your title, if you over tag in your title, they can actually remove that video because tagging too much is a penalty. So they recommend between 4 and 6 tags. Anything more than that, YouTube can come in and zap that video, unmonetize it, or even worse, take it down.
Wow.
Well, I don't never have to worry about monetization. So,
all right. So
we'll get you there, Rusty. Now that I know, I never paid attention to what your subscriber count was, but I've got a couple of subscribers that I bet aren't subscribed to you, and I think if I put out a call, I bet we can get a few of them to come over.
I mean, I treat this as like a social media thing, is to just be able to hang out with people. I'm never going to be to a point where I'm making money and doing all that. I'm not even looking for that. I just want to hang out and meet people. Like, I got to go hang out with Old Path and Johnny, and one day I'm gonna be in person, meet Delan. I've never got to meet him in person, but Rhinestone Suzanne, I met her. I'm planning on the Shoops. I know they're not all that far away. I think Ricker is not all that far away. I'm gonna try to meet as many people as I can. Grumpy, if I can get him to agree, I'm gonna go down there and meet him.
There's a
he's
lot
just
of
a few
people.
hours.
There's a lot of people in this community, which I didn't even know existed before I
Right.
stumbled across it. There's a lot of people in this community that I feel are genuinely amazing people. Like, you can watch like a YouTube channel and be like, all right, that guy's putting on a show. That's his YouTube personality. His real
Well,
personality is probably way different. But I feel like in this community that it's the exact opposite. What you see is what you get for the most part.
So I agree with that 100%. And not only are the people in this community very talented, but genuine. I truly believe that they want you to succeed as much as they want to succeed. I do believe that they will help you succeed any way they can. And I really do feel like they're just real people. There's channels out there that and I'm not knocking anybody, but there's channels out there that it's just their channel. There's no one else's channel. It's their channel. They don't want to help. They don't want to do anything because then it's going to take away from their channel. And, that's woodworking, that's carving, that's whatever channel it is, but that's how they are. But this community here, they band together like nothing you've ever seen. And they come together. Except for Baron the boss lady. What did he say?
Yeah, he's a robot.
Yeah. But no, this community, I am so thankful that this community let me and Rusty in because it's been amazing. Truly has.
It really is. It's humbling, I think, to go from seeing all the well, not all, but a good chunk of the big YouTubers where you don't shout out other channels or anything like that. They frown on that, right? To a place like this where I know, for me personally, probably half the people in chat have put out a call to their people about my channel. And I mean, without these guys, I'd still be stuck back at 50 subscribers or whatever.
That's me too.
Which is amazing. So yeah, this community, I'm really glad that I stumbled across this community, and I don't remember how it happened. I think it was through the Bearded Viking. I think I came across a couple of people, and then I went to their lives, and then now here we are.
Yeah, so Bearded Viking, his community, I mean, Daniel is awesome. He does some really great work. He's got a great personality on screen. I don't know him off screen, so that's why I'm being, on screen he has a great personality. I assume off screen it's the same. But yes, I believe a lot of the communities or community has stemmed from his channel, because back a year or so ago, you could post on his channel, hey, posted a video, hey, going live, hey, going this, and yes. So I do believe that there were communities, but from his community, other branches went out. So yes. Yeah. All right. Are you ready for a new game called This or That?
All right.
And chat, this is for you guys too. This isn't just for Dan. So when I ask, you can answer in chat also. Are you ready? All right. Question 1. Hardwood or softwood?
Hardwood.
Hardwood. Okay.
Hardwood.
Table saw or miter saw?
I'm gonna go. I use my miter saw a lot, but I'm gonna go with table saw.
Okay.
The miter saw is more of a rough cut tool. The table saw I can do finer work with.
Okay. Hand cut joinery or pocket screws?
I would love to use more hand cut joinery, but as anybody who's watched me use a chisel knows, I'm a brute forcer. But I also don't use pocket holes that often. I prefer dowels.
There you go.
So then with what you just said, when you're using a chisel, the name Elegant doesn't apply?
No, I'm beating that thing into submission. That's
Nice.
I got a mallet from Steve over at My Honey's Handmade, just so I can hit my chisels without using a metal hammer.
I've got to get a mallet. And I'm probably going to go to Steve. And it's funny because I don't have any type of hammer. I mean, I have hammers, don't get me wrong. But in one video, I had like a chunk of a 2x4 that I'm trying to tap these dowels into this piece of wood. And chat let me know that I needed to get a mallet. And Tim, I could probably make one. You're right. But if I can get one from Steve and support his channel, that would be just as good.
So I have two. I made one. So this is the one I got from Steve, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
It's a round mallet. He turned it on his lathe, black walnut. It's very nice.
Mhm.
In the hand
Wow.
really well. And then this is the one that I made, which is oak handle with some ambrosia maple for the head. And
Nice.
I don't know if you guys can see, but I have already started damaging that. I haven't damaged this one yet, though. But this is definitely more of a beat it into submission hammer. This is a more finesse mallet.
Yeah, I feel like the bigger one is made more for knocking the quarter panel out on your door.
Yeah.
This is probably a little too large for its actual usefulness. But I can drive nails with it. So there's that.
Nice. Awesome.
If I ever want to not grab a regular framing hammer.
Cool. Okay. So next set. Sanding or planing?
Oh, I mean, I know Chaos loves when I sand. But I look at sanding as a necessary evil. I dislike it so much. I prefer to plane. And if I have good blades on it, I can get a good cut to probably at least 120 or higher.
Really?
Yeah. If I've got good blades on it, there's times even where if I just put a fresh set on, those finish passes, I'm looking at, they're probably somewhere around the 220 mark.
Wow.
Nice. So hand planer or electric planer?
No, it's an electric planer. I am not a hand tool guy. I try really hard off camera. Like I've got a little hand planer that I bought from Harbor Freight, but it needs a lot of tuning, and I need to watch some videos because I don't know how to use it.
I hear you. I haven't got one, but I've been thinking about it.
I have a DeWalt 13-inch planer. I don't know the model number offhand. It's facing the other direction, but I love that thing. It's just a straight knife planer. It's got 3 blades.
Right.
I haven't done the helical upgrade or anything like that, but
I was just trying to see if I could see what my DeWalt planer is. I think I've got probably the same one.
Didn't I see it's an electric hand planer. It's like a hand planer, but that's what I mean, I have a planer, it's old, but half-ass works. But
I
know,
actually have one of those in my Amazon cart. I just got to click the buy button.
there you go.
I know that I'm gonna butcher whatever I first hook it up to or first start using it on. I'm gonna chew it right up. But
So, just a little advice. Don't adjust the blade at first because you will. Put it on there, run it across, and see what it does. Because, oh Lord, the first time I used my hand planer, I just dialed the knob a little bit and I took out a chunk of wood and I was so mad.
I on occasion I'll see people around here at like flea markets and stuff. We have a local flea market at a drive-in theater in the warmer weather. We'll do a flea market every Sunday.
Huh?
And occasionally I'll see somebody up there with like hand planes and stuff, older ones. They just need, most of the time they're, from a barn or a basement or something. They need a lot of work. I don't know how to do that work. And I don't know of anybody local to me that does, but I'd love to get a quality plane. But I figured to start using the Harbor Freight one, I mean, it's cheap. If I mess it up, it's a couple of bucks. I learned something. I didn't ruin, a Stanley or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
So
whatever nice brands there are.
I think those barn find hand tools, whether they're planes or whatever, there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to fix them and repair them. My biggest thing is I'm not a good sharpener. I don't know how to sharpen blades to get the right angle, to get the right pitch. So, but I would love to get some good planes and learn how to use them.
I send a lot of my stuff out to be sharpened. Like I have beater chisels. I have a really nice set of chisels that I don't use very often. But I have a guy, he'll show up here in a van. He'll pick up anything that I have that needs sharpened. I give him a couple of bucks and I don't have to worry about it. And I'm starting to think, like initially I thought that was a great idea. One less thing to worry about. And I'm starting to think that I did myself a disservice there because I didn't force myself to learn how to do it.
Well, not only that, there's probably a cost involved that you could, and I'm not preaching because I'm not preaching, but there's a cost there that's involved where if you did do it, it would save you some cash, but at the same time, the time to learn, does it outweigh supporting someone else? But then again, the satisfaction of knowing that you could do it yourself, there's a whole big circle there.
Yeah. Now my sharpener guy, he's amazing. I don't mind paying him. Excuse me. But sharpening is probably a skill that I should be able to do or learn. Like I feel like it's integral to the workshop thing. Like I got a chisel that gets dull now, and well, all right, well I guess I'm done with that, or I'm hitting it with a hammer and brute forcing my way through. But
or you might be buying a new chisel because I know somebody here between the three of us may have gone out and just bought a new chisel because the other ones were dull.
I may or may not have several dozen sets of really cheap chisels because they're sharp enough out of the box. And then they just turn into screwdrivers.
So I don't know if you saw this or not, but Ernest Grass said, "What's up?" Well, he didn't say what's up, but he said elegant. So he was saying hi.
I did. I think I threw a chat in there. Yep, I did. Sergeant Grass. That's a buddy of mine in my channel. He's a good guy.
Okay. So sketch it first or wing it?
So there are times I'll do both. If it's something that I'm trying to do for like a client, or there's something that I have an idea, like this would look really good, I'll do a rough sketch. But other than that, I just kind of wing it.
Okay.
Now, with like this rocking chair, I've never built a proper rocking chair before, so I really like the way that one looks. So I got the plan, which I don't do very often, build from a plan, at least without heavily modifying it.
Right.
But I kind of like the mental struggle of figuring it out as I go. Sometimes it's a bit of a pain and takes me longer, but I don't know, I feel really good about it.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because I can make just about anything. If you give me an idea of what you want, I can make just about anything. But I'll be damned. If you hand me a set of directions from IKEA, I will throw that out the window and you will never see it again. There's something about the directions and everything I can't do. I'll make it. I'll go buy the stuff. Don't give me directions.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I am fully 100%. I read everything. If there's instructions to something, I read it front to back. I read who printed it. I read what year it was printed. I cover the instructions. I fully believe they know their product. They know how it goes together. They know the best way it needs to be done. And I never have anything left over, and it always goes together. Look, when I was 12, I could program the freaking VCR. You know why? Because I read the damn instructions. I mean, it's just that simple. So
My last live stream build was the kitchen island for Chaos One, and all we had was a sketch, like a front sketch of how I think that it should look, and I think we did pretty good on it. We matched the sketch pretty well. A few things changed in the build process, but it worked out. And then the build before that, the long live stream build, was the bassinet. And I have a plan to build a bassinet that I drew up, but I had never made one. Like, I didn't make it, so I didn't know if it, was going to fall apart in any fashion. Like, I never built a prototype. So I didn't trust it. So I bought a plan for a bassinet. I actually bought 3 or 4 of them. And then I took bits out of each one that I liked. Because you're putting the plan out there for sale, and I'm seeing people build them. They've got to be structurally sound for a child to be in, right?
Right.
So I took
the
parts that I liked out of all of them and kind of put it all together, and then modified it kind of on the fly. Because I don't think the end result looked anything like the original picture, the one that was the main influence. But I mean, it was pretty close. I knew it wasn't going to fall apart, and based on the weight of it, it'll never fall apart.
Nice.
I think it's pretty solid, and it'll be that way for the next 100 years.
Cool.
There you go.
What do you enjoy the most about interacting with your audience?
I'm not a very social person in a face-to-face environment. But talking to a camera seems to be a much easier social interaction with me, or for me. So it I don't know. I get if we were all face to face right now talking, I'd be sitting here like, all right, I'm ready to go. Like, this has been long enough. But you've got the chat who kind of keeps things going, keeps things rolling, asks questions, and I love to talk, apparently, when there's just a camera in front of me. So the part I enjoy the most about it, I guess, is I actually get to interact with people. and people who obviously care to interact back. It's not like I'm at a concert or something and nobody wants to chat about what you read that morning or whatever.
Cool.
I don't know if I answered that very well, but I tried.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And if you guys haven't yet, please go to Elegant Woodcraft Creations YouTube channel. It is pinned up at the top. Give him a sub. We're trying to get him as far over 2,000 tonight as we can. He should be pretty close. And Sid's repurposing. I want to say hello. Thank you for being here. I know I'm subscribed to your channel, and I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and make you a moderator.
Ooh, 1,099.
No way.
What it says.
You guys are awesome.
Refresh it and see. Refresh it and see.
I just did 1,099.
All right. Can you see what the exact number is, Dan?
I can check. Let me see. Let me hop out of the live here. Go back to my.
So Rusty, while he's checking that, what do you've got going on in the shop? What do you have anything new happening? What are you and Judy working on?
Yeah, I'm working on. Dang it,
1,997.
There it is.
Okay.
997. So I'm working. I finished this build here. Ain't gonna be able to show it, but it's a delivery to put packages in. It's gonna set on her front porch. She wanted something to keep the animals from dragging off her packages. I made it out of fence pickets. It's got a delivery sign on the front of it. You can't really see it, but
I've got you soloed, so you should be able to.
Okay, let me do this and see if you can see it better. I'm on a cord right here, so let's see. There we go. So yeah, that's it right there.
Nice. And the top just opens up, put the package in, and
yeah. So that's what I've been working on, and I just got that painted up and put on, and it's ready to go.
Oh, very cool.
That's very clever. I like it. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna make one.
There you go. Yeah, so I kind of, now that I've done it, so the top is, I mean, it's all fence pickets, of course, but it's six boards wide, the lid. I think if it was 5 boards wide, because it's let's see, it's 24 inches deep, or from front to back, and 34 inches wide. I think it needed to be 30 inches wide. It would be more, but she's happy with it. It'll fit on her right where she wants it to go, and all that. But I'm gonna
she can get extra Amazon packages now, right?
Yeah, and so the neighbors' dogs keep, which, I mean, there's other ways to fix this, but the neighbors' dogs keep running off with their small packages and tearing them up in the front yard. I'd be like, well, I'd get the neighbors to do something about their damn dogs, but
yeah. So Dan, it sounds like you might be doing a giveaway because everybody's saying congratulations.
I am. I guess I'm gonna have to do that on Saturday. We'll do we'll do a giveaway.
Hey, let's see what do we got here.
Well, very good. Congratulations.
Yep, 2K. There it is.
That is awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Saturday. Well, I'll be notified of it because I hit the bell, and
Heck yeah.
And you guys are awesome. I think you're gonna like his lives. You're gonna like his shorts. He really does do good work, and I love watching his videos. I may not comment on all of them, and I try and catch her lives, but I do enjoy the work.
Really, my wife complains about my shorts. That's different. Never mind.
It's no wonder. It's no wonder.
I know. Whatever.
Oh,
All right. So we got about
you guys are
20,
awesome. I appreciate
25 minutes left. Awesome.
that. All right.
So
I rambled for an hour. Gosh.
Oh, it goes by
you're
quick.
doing great. You're doing great.
I want to take a second to guide everybody after this show. About an hour after this show, I am on Beaver After Dark. We've been getting more and more people coming over. Beaver After Dark on YouTube. It's not safe for work or family. Just letting you know, it's purely adult. If you could come over there and give us some crap, that'd be great. But anyway, enough self promotion.
Awesome. All right, Dan, you do a lot of live streams and you seem to really enjoy the live streams. What makes a live stream feel successful to you? What is it about that live stream that when you walk away, you're like, that was a good stream? Is it the chat? Is it the build? What?
It's I used to measure success of my stream based on when you end the stream, a little screen that pops up tells you how many people were there, how many subscribers you got, all that stuff. And I learned pretty quickly that none of that really matters to me. Mm-hmm. What matters to me is the interaction with the chat. That, and if I got some actual woodworking done and didn't just talk the entire time. So it's kind of a twofold thing there where I look for, was chat, going? Were we interacting? Doesn't matter if it's one person or 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
And did I actually do something, or was I just a talking head or shoulder for, however long it was?
And I can understand that. So, Thunder Gouge says that's what I love about Dan's channel. Just so if you didn't see it, and I don't think I've done a live building something, but I love going live carving. Because, yes, you are focusing on that piece that you're carving, but at the same time, you can really interact with chat. You can talk to chat. You can see what chat's saying. And a lot of times it's really freaking hilarious. So for me, I get what you're saying, but the live for me isn't about the end numbers. It is truly about interacting with the people in chat, talking to the people in chat. A lot of times I just put the carve down and I'll start talking. And then I'll pick the carve back up. 100% of the time, I almost never finish a carve live because I end up talking in chat so much or talking to myself. So, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I never thought that I would get as many subscribers as I have. Mm-hmm. I thought at best maybe 100 people would stumble in, and I never looked at YouTube as, all right, I'm going to make money off this. I'm going to be a content creator now. So that's probably partly why I don't do a whole lot of videos, because I never looked at it like this, that you could do something with this. There's people out there that make livings off of this. I don't want it to be a job.
Right.
I enjoy just the interaction. Like when I put out a video, it's because I feel like it's useful to somebody,
Mhm.
and it's not, some clickbaity thing just to get people to watch it because I got to pay my mortgage that month or whatever the case may be. So there was a period of time there where the subscriber count was jumping. It would go up by 100 a live stream or so. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then there was one live stream where it went up, I had like 3 additional subscribers. And I was like, well, I wonder what I did wrong. I'm gonna have to go through and look at this and see where did I mess up? And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, no, that's exactly what I don't want to do. I don't want to have to sit down and read analytics all day long and be upset because I didn't gain a bunch or make a bunch of money or gain a bunch of subscribers or whatever.
Right. So talking to, and you might not be there, but talking to like Jasco Goods and a few other channels, Rusty, I believe, Wes does it. There seems to be a common theme with creators, this group of creators, maybe not all creators, but hold on. The common theme seems to be that a lot of people have started the woodworking community YouTube stuff because they wanted to have documentation for, say, their younger kids, their grandkids, future kids, and that type of stuff. So have you looked at it that way? Have you thought about it that way, or no?
So when I made that realization that I was focusing on the excitement of more subscribers too much, I sat down and I thought about what I wanted to do. Like my options were, I can just delete the channel and be done, because I'm going the direction I didn't want to go, or I can make it something that I think would be beneficial to people in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when I decided that if I could take inspiration from the person who inspired me, which was Norm Abrams, he's inspired probably millions of people at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
So if I can take inspiration from him and do what I do, maybe I can get one person to get inspiration from me. And I was like, you know what, that would make it worth it. That makes everything worth it. So the stuff I do it's fun. I enjoy it. I always try to push myself, do things I've never done. But I never really thought about it as like a documentary or a not a documentary, but like a diary or anything like that.
Okay. I mean, and that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I kind of thought about it like, maybe I'll teach somebody something. So that's the direction I'm going to try to lean. We'll see if that actually works or not. Because my mind's kind of like a Plinko machine. It's just kind of all over the place. I know I rambled there a whole bunch, and I apologize.
No. That's good.
So I want to say hello to Blue Turtle Studios. Very cool channel, and I'm going to make him a moderator real quick. So we've got about 15 minutes left. You guys know the drill. First and foremost, if you have not subscribed to Elegant Woodcraft Creations, please, his link is pinned. Go subscribe to his channel, leave a comment, leave a like. That way it sticks. I think you'll be very happy with the content that he puts out. Now, for everybody that's new to the channel, if you have a channel, and everybody that's normally here knows this, but if you have a channel, put your links in the comments so other channels can go and subscribe to your channels, and you could subscribe to other channels. I encourage that. I want that to happen. So please, after you go to Dan's page, start subscribing to all these other channels. There are so many great channels out there. I just had to get that out.
And somebody said something, I think Vincent said something earlier about going up to PA. Now, there's a good possibility that we will be going up. I don't know exactly when. Probably this year. If not this year, then next year, because that's where my wife's family, most of them are, is in Greenville. But so yeah, I will definitely let you guys know up there, because heck yeah, go meet some folks and we can hang out. What are you talking about? I'm all about it.
After you help me rebuild my fire pit, if it's not done by then, we'll throw some steaks on.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get a meetup going. There's so many people that I want to meet, and I think I have not heard from him yet, and I've got to follow up with him. But I think Josh from Nini and Pops is going to be in Michigan next week or the week after that. And right now, the rumor is we're getting together. I don't know if plans have fallen through or not or yet, but I may be meeting him, which is pretty cool.
Heck yeah. Yeah, no, look, I'm thinking Kentucky. I'm thinking at Runick's house is where this needs to happen. I think Runick is he's kind of central, like in any central Kentucky. I believe he is.
You know what? I feel like Runick and I we're close enough friends that I can volunteer his house for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Runick. Yeah, that guy.
So Bear and the Boss Lady says, heck yeah, Bear and the Boss Lady compound in 2027, only because they have a few weddings going on this year. So once they get past the weddings, it might be party at Bear's house. Heck yeah.
Oh, okay. Bears. And now wait, is Bear in Oklahoma? No, he ain't in Oklahoma. Where's he at?
No, he's in Ohio. Yep.
Oh, that ain't too far. That ain't but about 10 hours for me. Somewhere in there.
So Dan, I've asked you a crap ton of questions tonight, and you've been pretty good going along with it and answering them. Do you have any questions that you want to ask Rusty or myself, and give you a chance to fire back?
Wait, you know what? I do have one question that I could ask you guys, and
okay.
I'm not. You might have answered it on live streams or videos or something prior. I just missed it. What made you guys decide to do this interview kind of format?
Good question.
So I'll give. You want to give your version of it, Rusty?
You go ahead. You give the best. You give the best thing.
Okay.
He couldn't do the best. He's busy looking at that bottle. I see that bottle.
It has everything to do with that bottle.
All right. So I'm not going to go into the whole story because everybody's heard the whole story over and over again. But Rusty and I met on WhiskeyTube. So I had a whiskey channel. Rusty had a whiskey channel. And like the woodworking community, there is a whole whiskey community. And they do lives like that. We did lives like this there, but only the difference is we would go live on Saturday night, drink bourbon, talk about different bourbons, and just experience different drinks with many people, and in the end up getting drunk live on YouTube.
I mean,
well, Rusty and it was fun, but Rusty and I decided to stop drinking, and we decided to start doing woodworking channels. And that format for Whiskey Tube just worked. It was just fun. Sitting down on Saturday nights, Friday nights, having a couple drinks, talking to people. You didn't have to worry about going to the bar. Didn't have to worry about killing anybody. Didn't have to worry about losing your license. You could just sit at home, be on YouTube, and talk with people. Well, when we started doing the woodworking, we decided to bring that format here because, like then, me and Rusty, like supporting people. It's for me, and I think I can speak for Rusty, this channel has never been about me or Rusty. Well, yes, it's about putting content out, but it's more of a bring people together, support people, because there's too many people out there that won't support others because it won't benefit them. And we are completely opposite. We want to support as many people as we can. And I don't care if I get any subs out of any of these lives. If I can help someone else, then that is what we're here for, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And well, you forgot to throw in there that in the Whiskey Tube thing, a lot of people were doing like we're doing here is that they would bring on smaller channels that were doing, reviews and stuff, and they might not have had a whole lot of subscribers. And we'd bring them on, or other people would bring them on, and they'd talk about, what they liked and, all that and what they were doing and, what unicorn whiskey, they were hunting for or wanting to find, just that kind of thing, and get them subscribers and get them to putting out more videos. And so it was just, it was, and we brought that portion over is that, hey, we want to have people on and give them exposure. And yeah, so.
Yeah. And that's just it. I mean, I've got 2,600 subs. Okay. But what's amazing is what's really, truly amazing is we've had, Jim from Sprague Wood Turning, 150,000 subscribers on his channel, and he let us interview him.
Yeah.
And what was fantastic is he has 150,000 subscribers, but he gained 15 from our live.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
that's awesome. Jason from Jasco Goods, he has, 80, 90,000, and he gained subs from our lives. And I'm not saying, oh, we're the best, but it's just when you can bring everybody together, whether you have a channel that has 100 subs or almost 200,000 subs, there's still a way to bring that all together. And that's really what we wanted to do. We really wanted to do that.
That's a really noble, thing. I kind of like that.
Well, thank you.
It's a lot. Sounds like it's less about you two, and more about let's broaden the community a little bit. Grab off one of those other branches that's out there, and see if maybe we can't find some common ground here.
Yep. And
exactly.
And every live, at whether I'm carving or here on Thursday nights, every live, if you're here long enough, then you are allowed to put your link in the comments. Yeah. So hopefully you can grab another sub. I will never tell anybody not to do that. As a matter of fact, I encourage it. So
that's one of the things on my channel as well. I encourage. I don't do it out loud as often now as I used to. I feel like my moderators know now, where if they go and look at somebody's channel, if they have a legit channel and it's not just nonsense, You know, they're a good person. Put that link in the chat. Let's, you know, spread some love around.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way a community really grows. If you're
Yeah.
being selfish, you know, I'm going to call it selfish, but it's not really. I get you're trying to protect yourself. I get it. It makes sense. But I feel like that's the way a community grows, which I mean is how I'm here.
That's
argue with it.
Honestly, that's how Rusty and I are both here, because, you know, we found this community, and this community has opened their arms up, let us in, and have stuck with us. And, you know, that's, to me, that's amazing. And if you look in the chat, it's actually quite amazing, because it's not just woodworkers. I mean, you've got carvers, you've got chainsaw carvers, you have resin artists. Michael S. is a welder who just put an awesome short out of a lightning bolt he made because of Rhinestone Suzanne's challenge. And then you've got woodworkers. It's so wood turners. I almost forgot wood turners. It's such a diverse community.
Yeah.
That, and it's you know, Runic. What do you say about Runic? I mean, the paint work that he does, the turning work that he does, and everything. But what's nice, it's amazing. But what's nice is
there's a sign Runic made for me right there. Above Grandpa's thing there. I don't.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It is super sparkly. And then next to it is a carving from Amy Jo.
Dang. Yeah. Yeah, Amy Jo ain't sent me anything like that. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean,
I had to really convince Amy Jo to. My camera zoomed in, so I'm going to just kind of move it back a little bit. Oh goodness!
Don't fall.
Yeah, I got all. I must have leaned my chair forward. I was sitting on something back here. But Runic's amazing at what he does, and he seems to be a jack of all trades.
Right.
And if it wasn't for this community, I don't think I would ever came across Runic at all.
Yeah, I didn't ever.
Nope.
Well, actually, if it wasn't for this community, I wouldn't have come across probably any of you guys. You know, YouTube likes to push the bigger channels, right? They make more money, so it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. They got enough money, son of a.
Right. They got plenty. Push out some of these little guys.
Yeah.
So we have about 5 minutes left, everybody, and I'm gonna start off by saying thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for helping get Dan over 2,000 subs. If you haven't subscribed to Dan's channel, please go subscribe to Dan's channel. And if you haven't subscribed to any of the channels in chat, please go subscribe to them. Next week, we have another amazing guest coming. I'm not going to say yet because I've got to verify, but it's pretty cool. I'm just saying. It's another cool guest. And then one thing I want to throw out is artists, makers, authors. Would you guys be against if we start bringing different type of creators onto the lives?
You know, I was just freaking thinking that like yesterday, for real, like because I've been watching some artists, you know, talking about their artwork and you know, different things they have to go through when they're trying to sell it and stuff like that. I think it'd be really, really interesting to get some other genres, I guess you would call it, or no, that's not it. What's that called? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm thinking like you said, artists, metal workers,
yeah, absolutely.
maybe some young. Slow down. Authors, not young young authors trying to get their career going, self-published authors and stuff like
Right.
that, just to be a little bit more different. I mean, it's something that we're throwing out.
Because it's still creative. It's still creativity,
Mhm.
however. And we got that one painter guy, we had him on, so I don't know why we wouldn't have, we couldn't have some other painter guys or gals on here. I mean, if we'll let that guy on, we ought to let any of them on,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, not to throw anybody under the bus, but I mean, technically we let Woodchucker on. So, I mean,
Right.
Oh,
well, yeah, that's true. We let that guy on.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
All right. Dan, do you have anything that you want to say before we end it? Everybody, please go to Rusty's channel. If you haven't, subscribe to Professor Rusty's channel and show him some love over there. And Beaver After Dark, if you want to go watch it, go over there, hang out with Rusty in a half hour. So Dan, the floor is all yours.
I guess I just want to say I appreciate you guys inviting me up here. The chat was really fun. It was kind of laid back and chill. I appreciate the community here for bumping me over 2K. Now I have to follow through with my giveaway thing. So
Right. Yeah.
there's that. I don't know. I really appreciate the community for kind of adopting me in. That's super great. I love to push people towards different channels as a way to say thank you. So, and I love the stuff these guys are making.
I gotta ask, do you have a sticker?
Do I have a for me, for my channel? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have a sticker. In fact, I'm gonna make my website live, and I'm going to post a code that'll just get you a free sticker.
Oh, cool.
So it'll be from print on demand, but post the code and I'll cover the cost for shipping out a sticker. It's not that big of a deal. And I don't know when I got to be careful how I post that. I'm going to end up I'm going to have to take a second mortgage out or something.
Yeah. And this community loves stickers.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. And Caleb, yes, I do love you, my friend. I do love you 100%.
Yeah, I only have a few stickers up here. I need to start sending out some emails because I need to get some more. I have this whole section up there I want to put stickers on.
Well, I'm pretty sure you don't have a sticker for me. So okay, hold on a second. I owe Old Path some stickers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you send me your address, I will make sure to get Old Path's stickers out when I send your stickers out. So I've been very bad at that. But if you send me your address, I will get you some stickers out and get them going.
Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just have people who want a sticker send me their address, and I'll just order a roll of stickers. That's probably
and I suggest gosh dog it. It's who I get all my stickers from, and now I can't yet.
The name is right here.
Something design. Shit. That's insane.
Rusty will remember it, and I'll send it to you, but we've got to get going.
Vinyldisorder.com. Vinyl Disorder. That's it.
Vinyl Disorder?
Yes.
Right.
They awesome deal.
I'll go check it out.
I wish they were a sponsor. I've sent all kinds of people out over there.
So, Rusty, do you have anything you want to say before we end this?
Thanks for being on, man. It was awesome. It was great to meet you. I've seen your name in chat, you know, in different places a few times, and yeah, I'm glad I got to meet you.
Yeah, I've seen you out there in the chat. I'm glad we got to have a little chat here. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I love the top hat though. I think I might have to start wearing my cowboy hat.
There you go. Yeah, man. Hats need to make a comeback, man. You know, not just ball caps. Everybody's got ball caps. We gotta
start bringing a little sophistication to the party.
Right. Yeah.
Nice. All right, Dan, don't leave. We're going to keep you backstage for a few more minutes, but then we're going to go ahead and end. Everybody, seriously, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for subscribing to all the different channels in chat. Thank you for subscribing to Dan. And next week, we've got another fantastic guest coming. So please come back and have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. And we will see you soon. See ya.